Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. This is John with Tommy's Top Picks. I'm here to do your weekly market update, cracking this box of Everfest. So let's go ahead and get into this. Man, what an interesting week. Things have shifted a little bit. Nothing crazy as far as Everfest itself, but it has definitely become apparent that supply is available. So I will be first to admit it. I was wrong. We did not see a short print of this. It does at this point so far still seem like we won't get unlimited. So in regards to the usual print of first and unlimited, and no official announcement on this yet, but it's way past the time that we were told we'd be, seeing it or hear about it, and it's the 10th, right? It's the 10th. We were supposed to hear at the beginning of the month that this wasn't happening, and or was happening, or what was happening. We haven't heard anything, so I'm assuming this is probably not happening, or some modification, serious modification, is occurring. Whatever the case is, we have no word, so that essentially, I guess, cuts supply of these cards in half. But at the same time, there's still plenty of first edition available. So doesn't seem like we're going to see as much of a short print as I was speculating on, but that's what happens, and that's okay. As long as people can get the cards and play with, that's probably better for the game overall. Maybe not better for the speculators. They did put some spicy little bits in there, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But let's go ahead and jump into the box prices. I just wanted to give that little update because at this point, we do have word from distributors that they are actually still around, right? So it wasn't just a one and done, or rather, it was a one and done, but they still seem to have plenty, rather than what they said before, where there'd be no more until unlimited. So I guess that's what's happening. We'll find out, and I will let you know as I hear more details, or if we get a 2.0 announcement or drop from James White himself. Of course, I will create a video about that. In the meantime, let's go ahead and jump into these boxes. So, what do we have today? Start with WTR Unlimited box. Didn't move at all. 0% change. $63. ARC itself Unlimited. 89 from $90. Not a big change. Not worth noting. Crew, same thing. 74 from 74. 0% change. Mon is at $64 from $71. I marked this as a buy. It is a 12% drop from last week. Pretty significant drop for Mon Unlimited boxes. So if you're looking for any Mon cards, now might be the time to get it. It is pretty low, not the lowest we've seen since I've been tracking. I also started to change some of my tracking metrics so I can get some more interesting patterns and derive some data about spikes and dips. It's coming together. It's not there yet. I'll talk about it more in next week's. Ellie, or Tales of Aria Unlimited, stayed the same. So nothing there, no change there, which is interesting, $65. WTR Unlimited cases. Now this actually rose by 6.3%. So I'm marking that as anything over 5. I'm basically noting out and starting to track patterns on. So 6.3% up to 269 from 252. You'll note that last week 252 was a major dip from 271 the previous week. So what I think we're starting to see, and like I said, I'll track this and let you know as I get more detail, is that you get a major dip and then a reversion to the mean, or a major spike and a reversion to the mean. I have several of these instances where essentially I get a red and then a blue, or a blue and then a red, mostly the red then the blue, but sometimes it goes the other way. ARC Unlimited case, 6.2%. So again, another one I'm marking. So it's at $3.99. I think this is similar to what we were seeing the other day, where the ARC boxes kind of spiked the boxes themselves, and so therefore, I guess cases, people wanted to take advantage of that, right? So they bought cases so they could sell the boxes, like we talked about. Crew Unlimited stayed flat, $2.95 from $2.98. Mon Unlimited cases, $2.56. It's 100% flat, zero change. Ellie Unlimited is up 7.19%. So it's at 306. That's interesting. And this is an unlimited case from 284. I think this is similar to what we saw with Mon, in that it's just a popular product right now, probably because of Starvo. Although the individual boxes did not spike recently, so I'm not sure if people are buying and selling that in particular, or are they just speculating that LE Unlimited will eventually have more value. 306 is still a good price. I mean, it's pretty low. WTR first edition boxes, they did drop, not significantly, but 38.50 from 3,900. So that's that's a 1% drop. ARC is down $41 at $19.50 from $19.91. That's 2%. Crew is down 4.3% from $7.20 to $6.90. And then Mon is down 5.6% at $159 from $168. Looking at Tales of Aria, no movement at all. First edition boxes, it's 84 still. Everfest first edition boxes are up 8.2% over last week to $78. So down from their peak at 84. They dipped down to the kind of 79 set and then down even further to 70 range. Now it's back up to 78. Not that big a deal. You know, it's kind of fluctuating within that range as you expect in a new set, right? 10% plus or minus seems to be a very reasonable, you know, early stage fluctuation. WTR cases haven't moved. First edition cases, same with ARC first edition cases, 27,420 and 18,999 respectively. Those have been the same pretty much the whole time. Actually, yes, the entire time we've been tracking this. So if they move, I will note it. Crew is down 14.3%. So this is pretty significant and probably something worth noting if you're looking to buy. Crew first edition cases are down 14% to 2,700 from 3,087, and the week before that 3,200. So even more if you go back 2 weeks, where they were pretty stable at 3,200 for quite a while, about a month in my tracking. It might have been longer. I just wasn't tracking that far back. So 14+% down from a fairly steady plateau they were at. That seems like a pretty good deal. I think there's only one case available on TCG Player at this price. So if you're looking for first edition Crew, this might be your chance to jump on it. I have several cases of it, so I honestly won't jump on it. Any other situation, I probably would have just bought that before even reporting this. But yeah, I actually have a good supply of it. Mon is pretty much flat. Went from 675, this is first edition case, to 672. LA Tales of Aria, 379 is still 379, 0% move. And then Everfest cases are down to 317. It is only a 3% drop from its previous week, but it is worth noting it is now under map on TCG Player. I imagine some of these shops are going to get letters from James White and LSS because they have in the past when they go under map. Map, I believe, is 320. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I'm pretty sure it's 320. So we are now seeing under map. Again, it's that post-release dip. I think you're seeing it across the board. If you listen to Louis, Kitchen Table TCG, great stuff. He goes through the prices of the cards themselves, and he's seeing the same thing. We're getting that post-release dip, where you still see what holds up, and things are holding up pretty well overall. It's not too bad for a post-release dip. A couple things to note in the singles. Grandeur of Valahai is the lowest it's been since kind of its low, so it's $377, way down from that $500 price point it got to. I don't think we saw it go much lower than this. Maybe $350 was the lowest in like a single sale or something. Worth noting, worth doing something about. If you want that card, we are seeing it at probably its lowest price. Maybe it goes a little bit lower, 350 to 300 range, but I wouldn't hold my breath for it. There's a chance you miss that if it happens. I guess it's possible if we get unlimited, then it will definitely drop to some degree. Anyways, Everfest cases we talked about is 320 under map, or 317. Pulverized Extended is 110, so the extended arts are actually holding up. That's across the board. Exception, I think, is Aetherweave. It fluctuates between $50 and $70 a lot. I don't know why that one fluctuates so much, but it definitely does. It's extended art. It's a collector's thing. Maybe there's more of them. Maybe it was overprinted by accident. I don't know. Worth noting, Swarming Gloomveil, Shimmer of Silver, both over $10 still. So you're seeing meta-driven prices heavily. So you're seeing a lot of the Runeblade stuff, which I find interesting because it doesn't seem to be a top contender now that we have data for week 3. You're seeing a lot of Prism stuff that is a contender. And then the final card I want to talk about specifically is this Arcanite Skullcap. It's at 97, so it has been ticking up to 100. And the older one, Rainbow Foil, mind you, not the cold foil, is at 138. So it had dipped pretty far down, and I think it flatlined for a while, and then it dipped a little bit further. It looks like the two are kind of meeting in the middle. There'll probably be a slight premium on the older version just because it's the older version. But it's worth noting that this is ticking up as opposed to the whole price coming down for the skull caps, which was kind of the goal of a reprint, right? That said, before this reprint, that one was going for around 200. So you are seeing a discount. It did bring the prices down in general, but the fact that the cheaper one is now going up is an interesting fact and worth noting that reprints don't really bring the market heavily down. So anyways, let's get this cleaned up, and then we'll go through the prices of the individual cards. All right, we're back. We got a couple of nice hits here. Rain Razors, regular, $4.99. Fire Breathing, $157. The Shimmering was a big hit at $12.66. We got Nerves of Steel, $215. Spectral Shield Rainbow Foil, $286. It's nice those tokens have some value. Dissolution Sphere Rainbow Foil, $534. Rain Razors Rainbow Foil, $689. We have the mask for the Benji mask is $167. Rune Blood Extended Art Red, $6. Potion of Seeing Cold Foil, $4, and then Potion of Ironside, I think is called, as Cold Foil, $2.99. So Ironhide does it. $51.12 for the whole box. So definitely undervalue. Interesting fact. This is the third box in this case. So I think I'm going to use a fourth box in this case that has not pulled a legendary to go ahead and do for our opening, giving a higher chance of something cool in the last box for our 100 sub giveaway. Speaking of that, if you have not already subscribed, do so. Otherwise, you are not eligible for the giveaway. We'll be doing that this Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will go live for it. And so come join us in the chat if you can, and it'll be a good time. All right, and that's it for now. I hope you all are having fun cracking packs and playing some games. And until next time, have a good one.